start with the tax element. 139 countries in the OECD, 131 at last count, have signed up to the 15% global minimum corporate tax proposal. Why is Estonia one of the holdouts?
Let's start from this. First things first. There are no companies in Estonia currently which will actually fall under this new proposed regulation. So we are discussing theory. We are not stealing any dollar of tax money from any country globally. Estonian corporate income tax rate is actually 20%, and we do gather 2% of our GDP value in corporate income tax, which is double the amount which US is currently gathering. And with the implementation of this new tax, US plans to reach 2%. So once more, no discussion of any practical money here. It's theory. And where is theory? Theory is Estonia does tax corporate income only if the capital leaves the company. We want companies to keep investing, so reinvested capital is not taxed. You could consider it that the government is taking part of the risk with the companies. For example, if you want to invest in R&D, government does not tax your investment. It holds out until the investment then reaps you benefits and you start paying dividends. And at that point, we tax income at 20% of a rate. Now we need to see this technical debate about how this tax will exactly work to see whether our system needs to be adjusted or can continue as it is. We remember this also from the time when Estonia joined the European Union. Initially, it was thought that our tax system is not compatible, but later it was found that it is totally compatible. So we flagged that currently because we do not know the technicalities, we cannot yet sign. But when the technicalities become known and we can negotiate about these technicalities, I am quite sure that we will find a way to prove to the world that our tax system actually will work with this new system globally as well. I'm very optimistic.
So that was going to be my question. Is it just a case of working out whether you need to adjust this tax profit through dividend system that you have in Estonia? And also, is it all about tax competitiveness and fairness? Do you still want to mark yourselves out as different, as competitive and interesting within the EU system?
Frankly, our system is simply simpler. I mean, we have always wanted our tax system to be absolutely easy to understand and taxes easy to pay, even if they are all paid electronically and the tax board itself makes all the necessary calculations. We want people to understand. So many countries, for example, provide tax breaks for investment into the rural areas or tax breaks for investment into the R&D. We simply provide tax breaks for all investment. Until you stop investing, you run out of the ideas, you start paying dividends, and then you pay. And then you pay at the high rate of 20%.
Well, let's talk about timeline, because Janet Yellen was talking about, early next year being the sort of time that they might get one of the pillars in place. The EU is going to need unanimous backing from all EU members in order to draft the legislation. What's it going to take to get Estonia over the line within the next few months?
As I said, we do not know technical detail. Maybe when the technical detail gets laid out, we do not have a problem at all. We don't know yet. So we cannot rush this discussion, and really I cannot predict, how it will finally look like. But as I said, we are no tax heaven. In addition, in Estonia, because everything is electronic, when I go and declare my taxes, there is nothing to hide or nothing to declare. Everything's already there. Everybody who has paid me something over the year, has made a note to the tax board. So it's automatic electronic, and it's the same for the companies. So we are no tax heaven. We are extremely transparent with our tax board, and our tax board is extremely chatty. It really talks to all other tax boards globally, and it has normally more information of its subjects than any other tax board.
And that's what you're here to talk about. You're on your first